Buddy, it's Krista here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't know your Moon and Rising sign, there's a link in the description box where you can find out your whole birth chart. And that way, for additional messages for the week, Aries, you can always look at your Moon and Rising sign readings on top of your Sun sign reading today. So this is for Aries for the week of August 15th to August 22nd. I'll be doing a 5-card spread with the Wisdom of the Oracle Tarot here, and then as always drawing additional message cards from the Medicine Card Tarot and the Healing with the Angels Tarot. We're looking at what does your sign need to know this week. So whatever is most prominent in your life this week, Aries, I encourage you to apply these messages to, and hopefully you find them helpful and healing. So I have acquired a mic and I'm using my phone camera. Hopefully my viewers find this a little bit easier to watch. It should be better quality and it should be easier to hear me. So thanks for sticking with me all this time. And let's get started. What does Aries need to know? So we're just looking for 2 more jumper cards here to complete the spread. There's one, we're just looking for 1 more. Sweet. Okay, Aries, so we have your 5 cards for you. Let's get a general snapshot of what's going on in the total of the spread here with all 5 cards out. Just get a general energy regarding what's going on. Then we'll look at what each card means in each position, and then I'll hold them up to the camera for you to get a better idea of what the imagery is in the cards and color, and anything that you intuitively find appeals to you will be helpful. So always trust your intuition. So Aries, what we're looking at already are feeling confident and comfortable enough to ask some really big questions about where you belong and why you believe you belong there. This really comes from a state of knowing that you're secure in the first place, knowing that things are stabilized and secure and healthy in the first place in order to make this move or take this step. I don't think it's going to be disastrous. I don't think anything's really going to blow your mind. Whether that's a disappointment or not, that's up to you. But what I mean by that is I just don't think that anything is really going to surprise you once you do start taking a deeper look into where you belong and why you think you belong there. You're ready to make a move here into something that might feel a little unfamiliar to you, maybe a new belief system or a new job or a new relationship, whatever that is for you. But you're ready. Like I said, you're really confident. You might even be taking a calculated risk here, knowing that you're safe no matter which way you move with regard to the query or the question or concern or decision. And I think what it's going to lead into is a great deal of fascination. Like I said, I don't think you're going to be too surprised about what you find, but I think it is going to fascinate you a little bit. So I think that could be exciting. So whatever you're about to venture into, or you're willing to conquest, or like I said, even ask sort of questions about belonging and why people would be saying certain things or doing certain things. In other words, is it because they've decided for themselves, or is it because they've sort of been manipulated into behaving a certain way? And this includes you, includes people you know, it includes, society at large. But as I said at the beginning, whatever's most prominent to you, if this is something that you know distinctly right now applies to a spiritual, emotional, or even psychological frame of view or point of view, then certainly this is something that's happening uniquely within you. But if this does have to do with other people, this could be exciting because it's going to feel invigorating. Okay, so the blessed card is in the central position. This represents you this week, Aries. And of course, blessed just means that you're feeling really cozy, really content, probably very supported, or you're very capable of supporting yourself right now. And as always, I looked at the blessed card as though it has 10th house energy. We're looking at a Capricornian figure here. So feeling secure and able and willing to set it forth into another genre in your life is probably because you're stabilized within the 10th house realm, which is, of course, work and business and your public appearance, your public persona, this type of thing. So the way that the world gravitates to you and the way that you fit into the world is probably pretty comfortable right now, Aries. In the Between Worlds card, we have this in your what is just leaving you, or the energy you're just leaving and or bringing into the week. And again, this is really just about making a move into something else. And I can tell nothing is forced here. I don't feel like you're you're being forced to make a decision or you're under the gun, so to speak. This is something that you're really truly stepping into on your own. This is probably, like I said, invigorating for you. So I would keep going, take the chance here, make a move. Stay, as long as you stay invigorated about whatever project this is, or move, or to interest, what have you, whatever this is, keep going. Don't let any type of, I wouldn't even say fear at this point, but don't let anything stagnate or pull you back. Really, really keep going with it, because it is going to add excitement to your life, and it's probably going to add a whole lot more color and joy probably to your life, even if it's like a mental, what do we call them? Like those like mental games, like if you Sudoku or whatever. Like if this feels like it's a bit of a game, or like maybe a mental challenge is another way to put this. If you feel like that's what's going on here, keep going, because it's going to become very exciting, or the process will feel very exciting for you. In the tribe card, we have this in your what is working for you position. This is where I'm drawing the energy where I stated that there could be larger questions about where you belong and why you think you belong there. When we talk about the tribe, it's not necessarily the family. Sure, it can be family that we choose for ourselves. That's fine. And if it is a family situation, then there might be fourth house, or even some strong Cancerian energy in your top 5 planets, for example, or you have your Cancer and rising. If not, this is probably going to be about your workplace, or how you work in the world, how you see yourself in the world, and why you think you fit in there. And like I said, because this is a general reading, this can mean the work world in particular. It can mean an emotional investment. It can mean an intellectual investment. So you could be asking some large-scale questions here that are going to amount to a lot of discovery. And I know a few Aries, and they always love a good thrill. They love a little bit of a chase. So this could even feel like a little bit of a chase for you. You're chasing down information, or a feeling, or a concept, or something that matters to you, something that fits in a certain way for you. So I would keep going in this direction. It's like I said, it's going to probably be very fun. The worst case scenario is that you'll be, I didn't find anything really new. I knew everything I was looking into, so I'm not really that surprised. But the chase will be fun, so keep it up. As far as what you may not be aware about in the week that could be working for you is the Poised card, and this simply just means if you take a leap and you think you're going to miss, you probably will. If you take a leap and you think you're going to make it, you probably will. So really be mindful of your thoughts this week. Really be mindful of what you're emitting and what you're allowing into your zone, because things are going to transpire the way that you manifest them this week, and you're ready to take on whatever comes. I'm not saying that if something falls apart or doesn't work out the way you want to, it's going to ruin everything. Everything's going to fall apart. It's just going to be exactly what you anticipated. So try anticipating the absolute positive outcome for whatever you're going about here. And you will definitely find it. There's almost I don't even know who said this. So someone, maybe a viewer, can tell me. But there's a saying that, those who think they can do it and those who think they can't do it are right. Think about that. Whatever you think you can do is probably going to happen. And if you think you can't do it, it's probably going to happen. So why not? Guess what? Probable outcome card is the imagine card. Why not imagine something amazing? Imagine even if something falls apart, or you don't see what you like, or something isn't as appealing as you want, or it's not surprising and therefore it felt like it was all kind of a drag. Why not just say, oh well, I'll try something else? You don't need to cling to anything here, Aries. It probably will be the only week's downfall if you wind up clinging to anything. Try to let things go, and make sure you keep imagination through the week king. Make sure this is king for you. Don't get wrapped up in the past. Don't get wrapped up in, like I said, even what other people are saying, even what other people are doing, or other people believe. Really sort yourself out this week. Imagine the best for yourself. Have fun while doing it. Make sure that you have a lot of fun this week. And try to imagine the best, anticipate the best, and you'll probably get it. Because poised and imagine here is basically, these work off one another. This is taking a leap. This is imagining what will happen after you take the leap. So why not think absolute positive and amazing things? Because you're already on solid ground, right? Your blessed card in the central position, you're on solid ground. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot of manifesting energy this week. We have the owl. I did promise to hold these up one by one. I swear I'll do that for you in just a second. I just want to mention that the owl is the deception card, and here we have imagination. You can deceive I swear to you this week, Aries, especially because you have poise. This is manifestation. You can trick yourself into something amazing or something really not what you want this week. So why don't you use the power of your own witchcraft, your own sorcery to your highest power this week? This is a really, again, and I talk a lot about major arcana in all the decks that I use, even though they don't have technical major arcana positions here. But I would consider deception to be a major arcana card because of its depth and of its power here. So this is really just all about making sure that you are not deceiving yourself or letting other people deceive you. This is really going to play in conjunction as well to the tribe card, which again relates to belonging. So try not to deceive yourself. Don't let anyone else do that. And remember that there's high energy, high magic going on here. And that manifestation will probably accumulate this week very quickly. So imagine the best for yourself and for others. Stay in your lane. Be mindful of what you're allowing into your thought processes. And I think that you will meet with success this week. I absolutely think you will, because the probable outcome is further imagination. You're letting yourself imagine even more wonderful and amazing things for yourself. So this is a really fruitful week with regard to manifestation, Aries. And we have truth and integrity. So this is beautiful as well. This is really all about taking the high road, making sure, listen, I'm really not kidding around with this deception card. You can really be brought, there's a lot of energy here, okay? You know how we talk about dark and light magic? They're both real. They're both very powerful. But guess what? Two different outcomes. So this is the magic card, as in capital M magic. This is how you are using it. So you could use it to, right, like lies and deception, or whatever, right? Like the opposite of truth and integrity. Just don't go there. You'll reach higher pinnacles for yourself. And this is what you're promised this week for the week. Now, before I forget and get ahead of myself even further, let's look at these one by one. Like I said, we've got ascension colors. Purple, mauve is always ascension. Anytime we're mixing blue and red together, we have ascension coloring, which is just higher intention. It's just higher vibration. And this beautiful Capricornian figure like I said. And if you want to learn more about 10th house energy, or what the 10th house means, you can always look that up on your own and get a better feel for what blessed means, or how I'm indicating this is working for you in terms of being settled and content this week, particularly because it's in the card that represents you. And it also means a great deal of strength in terms of reaching out and trying something new. It's a really good stable place from which to begin something. And then we have the between worlds. Like you can see here, there is an opportunity that lay ahead of you. It's very bright, it's very colorful, there's celebration involved, so why not try it? Give yourself a shot at something a little bit unique, and start questioning where you belong, why you think you belong there, and why you've been told stories, what stories are true, which ones aren't. I think it's a really interesting week for discovery. Like I said, it could be one topic or one subject or one concern for you, etc., or it could be a multitude of them. But again, just to sort of double up, like this, whatever is important to you this week is what this is going to apply to. So whatever you've been wanting to take a chance on, maybe, or whatever's been sort of calling your name from a distance and you've been wanting to look into, why not give it a try? This is the week to do it. And with the poised card, you can see she's jumping. And like I said, she can imagine that pillar will be there when she lands, or she can imagine that it won't be there, and they'll both be true. So just be aware of what you're allowing into your mind and what you are projecting into the world, Aries, because imagine is your probable outcome card. This has a great deal of formative, as in material energy. This is stuff that you are actually going to bring into the world, like in the snap of a fingers. And the reason why I'm really sure about this is because it's doubled up with, like I said, with the deception card. It's kind of a misnomer. Deception is a power on its own, right? Like lie is a deception on its own. Truth has a different vibration than a lie has, right? Like when you consider the words love and hate, those are actually really powerful words, but only because they carry a vibration. We know that they come with a feeling. That's what this is going on here. There's a feeling that's not overriding. There's a feeling that is in charge of what's going on here. Just be aware, Aries, that you are in charge of that feeling, okay? And that you're not letting something else take over what could be a really beautiful or prosperous experience here, and belittle it for you. Don't let that happen. Really work from a higher place, work from the truth and integrity vibration, as opposed to, say, a hurt vibration or a frustration vibration, etc. Really understand here, Aries, that you're taken care of. You're stable and you have a lot going for you. So try not to take that for granted this week. So that concludes your reading. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you have a second, let me know how it works out for you. As you know, I'm always curious to hear how this works out for you. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe, because I upload videos for your sign every single week. So until we meet next time, Aries, take good care. Bye for now.